Welcome back to Ponds Forge International Sports Centre. We are live here from Sheffield. This is the British Summer Championships 2023, day number 5, and we are into our third heat session of the day. We will be looking at that 2 o'clock start for the women's 4x200 freestyle teams event. These will be heat declared winner. So the medal ceremonies will take place at the end of this session for these two events that we have coming up. They are, firstly, it'll be the women's 14-16 years 800 freestyle team event, and then we will follow on with that with the women's 17 years and over 800 freestyle team event. Our swimmers will be making their way onto poolside very shortly. And here they come now. There are 3 heats of this one. This is your start list for heat number 1. So in lane 1, it's City of Peterborough, and leading them off, it's Olivia Minott. In 2, it's Wickham District B with Hazel Ann Carter. In 3, it's Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson with Madeline Hind. In 4, Chelsea and Westminster with Indigo Spence. In 5, Stockport Metro are being led out by Evie Clare. In 6, Wigan Best and Chloe Ridge is on that first leg. Mount Kelly B, it's Esme Stockley. And in 8, it's Cockermouth, Olivia O'Mahony. And at the turn, it is Wickham District B with Hazel Ann Carter in lane 2, turning first, just a quarter of a second ahead of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Green hat, 3 lanes from the bottom of Wickham, going well. But in 7 now, Esme Stockley is having a great second 50 here for Mount Kelly B. They go over at the halfway turn of their 200-meter freestyle leg, and it is still Carter with a slight advantage, 103.29 for her. Mount Kelly B just 6/100ths behind at that turn. Going well down at the bottom for Peterborough is Olivia Minott. And 1 lane up from Carter, Madeline Hind. Also going well for Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Over first now, it is Mount Kelly. Stockley takes the lead on that one, just ahead of Wickham District. And Carter coming through in the centre lanes. In 4 and 5, it's Chelsea and Westminster. Spence is swimming for them, and Stockport Metro have Clare. We're coming in now to the first changeover as 200 meters freestyle is completed, and it will be Mount Kelly who touched the wall first after the first leg. Anna Huddy now in the water for them. In for Wickham, it's Zabel Iberhon. And they're going well in 5 for Stockport Metro, Caddy Lee Jones. In for Peterborough now, it's Vanessa Simiranova. Abigail Smiley's in for Royal Tunbridge Wells Munson. Mount Kelly B still in the lead down this second leg of the relay, ahead of Wickham District and Stockport Metro. In for Royal Tunbridge Wells Munson is Abigail Smiley. Victoria Pudimovic is in for Chelsea and Westminster. Isabel Lloyd for Wigan Best and Amber Rigg for Cockermouth. Mount Kelly B look to be extending their lead here. As Huddy goes over first, 3:13.61. Budimovic of Chelsea and Westminster in lane 4 has had a great opening 100 to her leg. She is now in second position and working hard, 1 lane up from her in lane 5 is Jones of Stockport Metro. That's the black hat there, blue costume that you can see. She's now back on level terms with Wickham, as Mount Kelly still lead the way, 3:48.47, ahead of Chelsea and Westminster. And Wickham District just in third by 1/10 of a second ahead of Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. As we come in to what will be the halfway point of this relay, Mount Kelly's Hoodie will hand over to Nicole Quiller up there in lane number 7. For Chelsea Westminster, next in the water, it's Veronica Vernucci. She's just entering there. There's your 1-2. For Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, Chloe Edwards is in the water. She's currently in third, but chasing down for Wickham is Charlotte Hayden. And Darcy Murphy is in the water for Stockport Metro in 5. They are your front 5 teams. Ruby Sheehan's in for Wigan Best. Emily McDougall for Cockermouth. And Veronica Mikolajewska is in for Peterborough. Going well up the top in lane number 8. Cockermouth, Emily McDougall, but it's Nicole Quilter of Mount Kelly in 7, just being overhauled now by lane 4's Veronica Venuti. She turns first, 5:27.36 to take the lead for Chelsea and Westminster. Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson still in third position. Stockport Metro and Wickham pretty even at the moment. There are your race leaders. It does look like Chelsea and Westminster just with a slight advantage going into that turn. Is Venuti just under half a second ahead there of Mount Kelly's Nicole Quiller. We come in now to our final changeover. And Mount Kelly Quiller finished well there with a split of 33.20 to round out her relay leg. She hands over to Sophia Vaughan. Sophia Vaughan there at the top of your shot, leading the way from Ada Tubin Yecheveskayas of Chelsea and Westminster. In third, just for now, it is Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. They've got Lilia Forneza on their last leg. Going over pretty much together, Stockport Metro, Sophie Trail and Alicia Bethel of Wickham District. Sadie Hunter's in the water for Peterborough. Evie Cutter for Wigan Best and Rachel Lewis for Cockermouth. So with 100 to go, Mount Kelly lead by 0.8 of a second from Chelsea and Westminster, with Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson in third. And Stockport Metro just on their shoulder in fourth. Coming back strongly now for Wickham, it is Bethel in two. As it looks like Chelsea and Westminster may be taking the lead here. (8:14:38) for Chelsea and Westminster. 8:15:92 for Mount Kelly. And Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson still in third, holding off that challenge from Stockport Metro, but the gap's still only half a second with 25 meters to go. It will be Ada Tublin-Chesverskaya that brings in Chelsea and Westminster. 8:47:81 is where the clock stops for them. Mount Kelly were next home. Then it was Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson. Royal Tunbridge Wells Monson, while the scoreboard updates, it looks like a 33.22. The last 50 from Lilia Fornasia was enough to sneak them. Into second position. Here are those official results, and that's exactly what happened. Extremely quick final 50 from Fornasia there. So 8:47:81 the time to beat at the moment. Remember, this event is heat declared winners, so there will be no finals. There is your start list for heat number 2. In 0, it's Warrington Warriors, Kerry Henney. In 1, City of Milton Keynes with Maria Brigham. In 2, Guildford City B with Emma Hagberg. In 3, Newcastle with Elizabeth Land. In 4, Warren de Bars with Rosie Forster. In 5, Basel and Phoenix with Lexi O'Connor. In 6, Derby Excel with Adia Salaku. In 7, the City of Birmingham with Alicia Stevens. In 8, the City of Cardiff A with Honor Fox. In 9, Chelmsford with Ella Dawson. The City of Cardiff A's Fox that led down that first 50. Still a long way to go, but up there in lane number 8. Going with her just one lane closer to us, it's Alicia Stevens of Birmingham. Also going well in lane 3, it's Land of Newcastle. And Stevens gets the touch at the first turn, down at the 100-meter end. The white hat there of Birmingham edging ahead. Elizabeth Land is over the other side of the pool, threatening as well. Quite a race there between Stevens, Fox and Dawson. That's Birmingham, Cardiff and Chelmsford. Coming through well in the middle. In lane 5, that orange hat of Basel and Phoenix. Lexi O'Connor is swimming for them. Over first is Birmingham, followed by Newcastle. Just 0.3 ahead of Cardiff. With Basel and Phoenix in hot pursuit. And indeed, O'Connor and Basel and Phoenix does look to be finishing very strongly here. She's put in Fox under pressure for Cardiff. As we go into the first changeover, it will be Birmingham with the advantage. City of Birmingham. Stevens hands over to Maris Magny. She's entered the water now. That's the swimmer in your shot right now. It's all closed up behind her though, not much in it at all. In the water for Newcastle, it's Evelyn Hallisey. In for Cardiff, it's Amelia John. For Basel Phoenix, it's Lexi Goodman. Warren DeBars have Ashley Drake. Warrington Warriors in 0 have Isabel Hitchmo. City of Milton Keynes have Lucia Lopez. Darcy Leonard's in for Guildford City B. And Lisa Laneman is in for Chelmsford. So at the moment it's Birmingham and Cardiff. In 7 and 8 at the top of your shot. They're leading the way, but going well in 4 is Ashley Drake for Warren DeBars. As we go over at the 300 mark, Amelia John of Cardiff has taken the lead. 3:12.89 for her, with an exceptional 32.55 split on that 50. The only swimmer to go under 33 seconds in the field on that one. And that's what's given her that body length advantage. As Warren DeBars move up level with City of Birmingham. Basel Phoenix in a line with Newcastle. And right at the top, Chelmsford going well in the form of Lenneman. Cardiff still in the lead with John. Warren DeBars in second. City of Birmingham just being overhauled there by Newcastle. Evelyn Hallisey going well for them on this leg from lane 3 as we come into our next changeover. And Amelia John has handed over to Mally Griffith. Mally Griffith in the water now, up there in lane 8, just about to leave the frame for Cardiff. Warren DeBars. Good changeover for them. They're in second position at the moment. One lane closer to us. It's Newcastle chasing them. Birmingham are in a battle with Derby Excel. Bonnie Mooney is in for City of Birmingham. Millie King for Derby Excel. Kiana Kurtz is going for Warren DeBars at the moment, and Katie Otterson for Newcastle. Ruby Stewart's in for Guildford City. Daniel Xiong for Milton Keynes. Amelia Gerard for Warrington Warriors. And Francesca Howell for Chelmsford. But out there at the top, it is the City of Cardiff leading the way. In a clear second at the moment, it's Warren DeBars. Doing very well down here in lane 1. Danielle Xiong for the Milton Keynes. City of Milton Keynes going well. She's put them into third. There is your race leader. That is Griffith of Cardiff. Basel and Phoenix going well. Chloe Barnard in that orange hat in lane number 5. She's now up with Derby Excel and just ahead of Newcastle as we come and we watch Mally Griffith turn. 5:57.06 for her. 3 seconds ahead of Warren DeBars in second, with City of Milton Keynes in third. It's very tight behind them though, just 0.2 separating Basel and Phoenix from Derby Excel. As we come into our final changeover of this heat. And it will be Mally Griffith handing over to Olivia Ingram for City of Cardiff. For Warrender in second is now Phoebe Arbuckle, the great endurance athlete on the last leg here. For Basel and Phoenix, winner of the 50 freestyle, Sky Carter. Anna Tyres goes for Derby Excel. Catherine Noble for Newcastle. Emily Shaw for Guildford City. Cameron Taylor's in for City of Milton Keynes. Peyton Chester's for Warrington Warriors as Arbuckle comes up to put Ingram of Cardiff under pressure. Going well for Birmingham, it is Isabel Price. Kate Cotter is on the last leg for Chelmsford. To go into our final 100. Cardiff holding on to the lead, but only by half a second. Phoebe Arbuckle of Warren Baths in that centre lane, lane 4 now up level with Ingram of Cardiff. As behind, there's 3 teams in a line. With the advantage at the moment, it's Price of Birmingham over Derby Excel, over Basildon and Phoenix. All to play for them down the final 50. As Warren Baths take the lead, thanks to Arbuckle, 8:09.78. She's now 2 seconds ahead of Cardiff. Is Cardiff getting chased down here? Sky Carter for Basildon and Phoenix, the strongest at the moment of the 3 chasing teams, as she comes level with Cardiff. Arbuckle's going to come to take this one for Warren Baths. Sky Carter's going to come through for Basildon and Phoenix. Derby Excel ahead of City of Birmingham as City of Cardiff just fade there in the final meters. As we watch now Guildford City B finishing along with Warrington Warriors. Great anchor leg there from Phoebe Arbuckle. As we wait for those results to be confirmed, there they are. There is unfortunately a disqualification for Warrington Warriors. We now move on to the final heat in this event. It's heat number 3 of the women's 14 to 16 years 800 meters freestyle team event. In lane 0, it's Torvine Dolphins. In lane 1, City of Leeds B. In 2, City of Salford A. In lane 3, Northumberland and Durham Performance A. In 4, City of Sheffield. In 5, City of Leeds A. In 6, Guildford City A. In 7, Wickham District A. In 8, Mount Kelly A. And in 9, Millfield School. Turning first in lane 3. It was Northumberland and Durham's Emma Price. Katie Lee goes for City of Salford there in that yellow hat. 3 lanes up from the bottom. Going well down in 0 though, Caris Croak of the Torvine Dolphins. Matilda Ashcroft is in for Leeds B. Eve Doherty's in for Sheffield. Sedona Reid for Leeds A. Still Torvine Dolphins leading after 100 meters. Northumberland and Durham in second and Sheffield in third. Guildford have got Madison Emmett in lane 6, making her move now. Right next to Maisie Dickinson of Wickham. Sophie Ben is in for Mount Kelly A. And Sophie Davis for Millfield School at the top of the pool. Looks like Northumberland and Durham have hit the front. 1:34.32 for them. Torvine Dolphins in second with Guildford City. A superb 50 there from Emmett to bring them into third. But it's really quite tight behind Emma Price of Northumberland and Durham. She's out in front. But 7 of the remaining 9 teams pretty close together as we go into our first changeover. And it will be Alice Forrest next into the water for Northumberland and Durham. They turn first. Mount Kelly come through strongly at the end. For Sophie Benn to hand over to Ella Justice, who enters the water in second. In for Torvine Dolphins now, it's Megan Titchener, Ella McDermott for Leeds B, Alice Volkovaya for Salford A. Isla Jones is in for Sheffield, Lauren Lilly for Leeds A, Nancy Knight for Guildford City. They turn third behind Sheffield as Jones got off well on her leg. Lydia Gilbert's in for Wickham District A. And Natasha Dupree for Millfield School up the top of the pool in the green hats. Going well though now. Still it is Northumberland and Durham. Alice Forrest over first. Isla Jones though right behind her. 31.91. The 50 split for Isla Jones there. Now she hits the front. In third at the moment. In sixth, it's Nancy Knight for Guildford City. Wickham going well with Gilbert just 1 lane up in that first of the green hats. Then Mount Kelly in the middle of the green hats. Millfield at the top, going well in 5. Lily of Leeds. So Sheffield lead from Northumberland and Durham. From Guildford City, they are your top 3 as we come into our second changeover. Isla Jones carrying some good speed into the final 15 metres. Alice Forrest has had a good leg too, and coming back strongly in 6 is Knight for Guildford. But it will be Sheffield that lead at the halfway stage. Ava Cook now in the water for them. Seren Talentire took over from Forrest for Northumberland and Durham Performance. And up there in the Guildford hat, it is Tegan Matthews. They are your front 3. 1 lane closer to us. It's Emma Wood in for Leeds A. Down at the bottom for Torvine Dolphins is Emmy Sherrard. As Catherine Williams goes over for Wickham. Edie Price is in for Mount Kelly. At the top there, Eva Lawson is in for Millfield. So Ava Cook out in front at the moment, but Talentire going well in her opening 100. Cook's over first for Sheffield. Then it's Northumberland and Durham Performance. Guildford City just 7/100ths ahead of Emma Wood with City of Leeds A. And now City of Leeds moved into 3rd position. Edie Price is making her move for Mount Kelly at the top of the picture. She's sandwiched between those 2 green hats of Millfield and Wickham. Cook over first for Sheffield. Talentire for Northumberland and Durham. Emma Wood of Leeds got her feet to the wall, 3rd on that turn. Ahead of Tegan Matthews for Guildford City. So Cook there, we can see she's got a body length lead. So she looks to be pulling away in these final stages of her leg. She's going to hand over to Molly Baker. Talentire is going to hand over to Emily Maxwell for Northumberland. Leeds A and Guildford City coming in together. Evangeline Stacey will have the responsibility of bringing Leeds A home. And Alice Young will be on the anchor leg for Guildford City A. It was Guildford that had the better changeover. As we watch the race out front, the development at the top of the pool now. Here come Mount Kelly with Flavia Camsol. She's there in lane 8. Guildford City go over with a bit of breathing space. Not much, but more than they've had for a while from City of Leeds A. In the water for City of Leeds B, it's Matilda Potter. Crochet Williams is in for Torvine Dolphins. Annabelle Compton for Wickham District. Asta Maddox for Millfield. As we enter the final 100 metres of this relay. Sheffield now with a 3-second advantage over Northumberland and Durham. Go well. In third are Guildford, but Mount Kelly, Camsall is coming. She's worked really hard down her opening 100. Evangeline Stacey has gone to her feet for Leeds. She's working hard too, so there's a real race at the top of the pool. But City of Sheffield's Molly Baker turns and heads for home. There is Baker as she enters her final 25 metres. Baker looking good. Northumberland and Durham's Maxwell is in second. Mount Kelly at the top of the pool are fighting for that third position in this heat. As Sheffield come in, City of Sheffield stop the clock at 8:27:08. Northumberland and Durham are second. Guildford City and Mount Kelly both touch in a time of 8:35:90. The City of Salford bring home that heat, 8:64. There is Molly Baker of the City of Sheffield. We'll wait for those results to be made official. So there is a tie for third. This is heat declared winner. That is the official result of heat number 3. So we will be getting a summary of the results. There is page 1, and that confirms that your winner is the City of Sheffield, the silver medalist, Northumberland and Durham performance, and it is a tie for bronze between Guildford City A and Mount Kelly A. Here is page 2. Displaying teams 11 to 20. And finally, your third page of results. Places 21 to 27. We now move on to our next event. That is the women's 17 years and over 800 meters free team event. Heat number 1. There are 4 teams. In lane 3, it's Hillingdon. In 4, it's Millfield School B. In 5, Orpington Oyers. And in 6, Tiverton. So Orpington OJs have got Sophia O'Neill. Jodie Dilks of Tiverton. In 6, leading the way at the moment, it's Julia Pavlik of Hillingdon. From Orpington's O'Neill. Tiverton's Dilks turned in 3rd, and Millfield School B have got Emma Fleming opening up for them. First over is the team from Hillingdon, and it's Pavlik leading the way for them, 103.39, ahead of Tiverton's Dilks in 104.10. Head of Orpington OJ's O'Neill, with Millfield School B still in 4th at the moment. We go into the 150 turn. Dilks of Tiverton has now taken the lead. 138.24 for her. She had a good split there, 34.14. Over 1.5 seconds quicker than anyone else in the field. She's looking strong there at the top of the pool in lane 6. It will be Tiverton and Jodie Dilks in first. She hands over there as we just see Lucy Webber entering the water for Tiverton. Hillingdon will hand over to Aoife O'Leary. In for the Orpington OJs, it's Hannah Strover, and in for Millfield B, it's Isabella Woolard. Tiverton looking good here. They turn in a time of 2:42.50, 2:44.28. For Hillingdon, Orpington OJ still in 3rd position at the moment. 0.7 ahead of Millfield School. So Webber still leading up there in lane 6 for Tiverton. She goes over at the 300 metre mark in a time of 3:17.13. Split 34.63 there. Eva O'Leary for Hillingdon over next. Her split 34.98 on that one. Isabella Woolard putting in the quickest split on that 50, 34.28 to move her into 3rd, with Orpington OJ's Strover over in 4th. Webber now turning for Tiverton. She starts her final 50 before she hands over the reins. Hillingdon are still in 2nd, but Woolard of Millfield is trying to work her way through the field here. She's now up onto the shoulder of O'Leary of Hillingdon. They come level as they go through the final 15 metres. So as we approach this handover, Webber will hand over to Catherine Walton for Tiverton. Beatrice Jeffs goes into the water for Hillingdon. Katie White for Millfield School. And Samantha Jackson has the honours for Orpington OJs. Millfield now starting to move through the field as we come to the turn. Still leading the way, it is Walton of Tiverton, but it was a 29.74 opening 50 for Katie White of Millfield School. Catherine Walton there at the top of the picture. White for Millfield in the middle of your shot. One lane closer to us, it's Beatrice Jeffs for Hillingdon, and then you can just see the hands of Samantha Jackson, Orpington OJs. 5:37.36 for Millfield. 33.77 for Millfield's White there on that 50. Samantha Jackson of Orpington OJs, the second fastest 50 of that lap, 34.44 for her. So she is gaining. As Katie White goes into another turn. 35.51, that 50 for her. Tiverton are in second, Hillingdon third, Orpington OJ's fourth. There is your race leader, Millfield School, courtesy of Katie White. We come into our final changeover, and White will hand over to Zara Davis for the anchor leg for Millfield. Going well in the closing stages is Jeffs of Hillingdon. She's closed up the gap on Tiverton. Jeffs will hand over to Cassandra Struck. Down in lane 3, up in 6 for Tiverton is now Gemma Dilks. And for Orpington OJ's, live Jolie Ellis is in lane number 5. Millfield now looking strong at the front. They have a significant advantage. 30.68, that opening 50 for Davis there. 29.09, the opening 50 for Dilks of Tiverton. 30.08 for Struck. 29.51 for Jolie Ellis. So the race is on. Even though they're quite spread out, working very hard on this anchor leg. Into the final 100 metres for Davis of Millfield. Next over, it's Dilks of Tiverton. Struck of Hillingdon. And Jolie Ellis of Orpington OJ's still repping faster than anyone else on this leg. She's making up ground. 33.60, that one for Jolie Ellis in lane 5. She has Struck of Hillingdon in her sights at the front of the race. Millfield School still leading the way. Gemma Dilks having a good leg here for Tiverton. 33.05 was that 50 compared to Zara Davis's 34.6. She's back onto the feet of the swimmer from Millfield as we come into the final 15 metres. And Davis will hold on for Millfield, but a strong swim there from Tiverton's Gemma Dilks on that final leg. Excellent leg for Blythe Jolie Ellis to bring Orpington OJ's through ahead of Hillingdon. There are those official results of heat number 1. Here's your start list for Heat 2. In lane 0, it's Plymouth Leander B. In 1, Surrey University. In 2, University of Nottingham. In 3, Millfield School. In 4, University of Stirling. In 5, Rushmore Royals. 6, Wickham District A. 7, Tadcaster York Sport. 8, Rotherham Metro. And 9, Birmingham University. Down this first 50, it's tight between Rhiannon Bowen of Surrey University, she gets the touch. Lucy Fox of Wickham District. And Michaela Glenister of Stirling in 4. Neve Hutchinson goes for Plymouth Leander in 0. Rhiannon Bowen with that fast first 50 for Surrey. Katie Hammond's in for University of Nottingham. Evie Dilly for Millfield. Liberty Gordon for Rushmore Royals. Libby Walker for Tadcaster York Sport. Amelia Osborne for Rotherham Metro, and Charlotte Harris for Birmingham University. Now it's Glenister that leads for Stirling after 100 metres, with Surrey University in second and Lucy Fox of Wickham District in third. Lucy Fox recently back from European Juniors. She's swimming even quicker at this meet, so she is having a very good season indeed. And it'll be Glenister that goes over first, followed by Fox for Wickham. So Stirling 1, Wickham 2, Surrey 3. That's as it stands. It's the final turn. That green hat of the Rushmore Royals in lane 5 though, belonging to Liberty Gordon. Going well. As Glenister comes in for Stirling, she will hand over to Evelyn Davis. Davis goes into the water for Wickham District. Next in, it is Amelia Sansom. They are your 1 and 2. In now for Surrey, it's Pearl Griffiths. Liberty Gordon handed over to Caris Capri for the Rushmore Royals. Nicole Dupree is in for Millfield School. Nellie Kinch for University of Nottingham. Ella Turner for Plymouth Leander. Madison Johnson for Rotherham Metro. Abigail Parkinson, Tadcaster York Sport. And Abigail Jackson for Birmingham University. But there are your race leaders. That is the University of Stirling, and that swimmer is, in your shot, Davis. Evelyn Davis going well at the front. Still going well up in 6. It's Sansom for Wickham District. Down here in lane number 1, that is Surrey University. Griffiths going over for them. University of Nottingham were next over with Nellie Kinch. And in lane 8, Rotherham Metro having a good swim here with Madison Johnson on this leg. Not much to choose between the Rushmore Royals and Millfield School at the moment. As Stirling go over first, still Wickham District in second, still Surrey University in third. About 2.5 seconds ahead of the University of Nottingham. Evelyn Davis will be handing over to Elena Morgan. That is the front of your race. That is Stirling leading the way at the halfway point. In the water now for Wickham is Marissa Booth. And going into the water for Surrey University is Amy Brownridge. There we see some takeovers from lane 3. That is Millfield School entering the water. Lucy Buckingham for them. And at Rushmore Royals, it's Isabel Bwist. And the Stansfields in for Nottingham. Olivia Moore for Plymouth Leander B. Daisy Purchase for Rotherham Metro. Neve Carroll for Tadcaster York Sport. And Sean James at the top in lane 9 for Birmingham University. Still your leader, your race leaders, the University of Stirling. Morgan coming in now to turn. Booth going over for Wickham District, and down at the bottom, University of Nottingham making progress. Back towards Surrey University, they've got them in their sights. The lead is down to less than 2 seconds now of Surrey University over University of Nottingham. Millfield School in 5th. Right at the top of the shot, Sean James going well for Birmingham University. But Stirling University of Stirling, Elena Morgan going very well. There is that battle between Birmingham University and Millfield. They're working hard. There is Booth of Wickham District. But now we go into our final changeover for the University of Stirling. Morgan hands over to Lucy Grieve for the anchor. Entering the water for Wickham, it's Tia Lomas. You see the battle at the top there for Rotherham Metro and Birmingham University. In the water for Nottingham, it is Francesca Whiting. One lane up from her is Surrey University, Maisie Thornton. In now for the Rushmore Royals, it's Rosie Richards. Emily Baker's in for Plymouth Leander. Kirsten Powell for Millfield School. Tia Lomas of Wickham District. Sophie McClaw's in for Tadcaster. Molly Fisher for Rotherham. And Abby Lacey for Birmingham University. There is your race leader. That is Lucy Grieve with the University of Stirling as she turns onto her final 100 metres. Next around the wall, it's Tia Lomas for Wickham. Millfield working hard through Kirsten Powell to get back on terms with Molly Fisher of Rotherham Metro. Just 14/100 of a second puts Rotherham Metro ahead of Millfield at that turn. Now the University of Nottingham and the Surrey University shoulder to shoulder, but there is your race leader entering the final 25 metres. She's got clear pool between her and the rest of the field. In fact, she's coming into the finish here. Wickham in second, just going through the 25 metres to go mark. So great swim there from Stirling, 8:23.45. Wickham still in second position, and Surrey University, Maisie Thornton has pulled away from Francesca Whiting of University of Nottingham. Will be Wickham touching second, and Surrey University in third. As we now see Millfield touching just ahead of the Rushmore Royals squad. Rotherham Metro getting in ahead of them. There is Lucy Grieve. Strong performance from Stirling. They are your official results of Heat 2 of this women's 17 years and over 800 freestyle team event. Remember, there are 3 heats, and it is Heat declared winner. So sitting in pole position at the moment, it is Stirling. Here is your start list for heat number 3. In lane 0, Laura Turner leads the City of Bristol off. In 1, Annabelle Pilgrim for Guildford City A. In 2, Rebecca Sutton, Swansea University. In 3, Evie Float, Plymouth Leander A. In 4, Laurie Devine, Repton A. In 5, Beth Hall, Mount Kelly A. In 6, Kidius Hodgson, City of Leeds A. In 7, Kate Clifton, City of Sheffield. In 8, Lucy Headley, Newcastle. And lane 9, Katie Sherlock, Mount Kelly B. It's Clifton of Sheffield that turned first, 28.06 ahead of Hall for Mount Kelly A and Devine for Repton A. Sheffield up there in lane number 7. Mount Kelly in 5. And it will be Sheffield over first, 58.8. Mount Kelly A, 59.82 for second. Swansea University a good second, 50 for Rebecca Sutton to move into third ahead of Repton. They are your front 4 at the moment. Up in lane 8, Lucy Headley going well for Newcastle on this third 50. She's just managed to pass Repton. City of Sheffield still leading the way from Mount Kelly A from Swansea University. It's a good opening 200 here from Kate Clifton. She will hand over to Shola Robinson. Next to take over, it will be Mount Kelly A, as Beth Hall hands over to Holly Widows. And in the water for Swansea, it is Laura Sharp. There is your race leader, City of Sheffield, in the form of Shola Robinson. There are your 1, 2, 3 at the moment. Holly Widows going well for Mount Kelly. In the water for Newcastle, Emily Headley. She's going well at the top. Jessica Lawton's in for City of Bristol. Cara Muller for Guildford City A. Evangeline Belt for Plymouth Leander. Hannah Hodgkiss for Repton A. Lara Thompson for City of Leeds A. Emily Headley is in for Newcastle. Sophie Brasington for Mount Kelly B. But there we see going over, it is Shola Robinson still leading the way for Sheffield. Mount Kelly A's Widows is in second position, with Laura Sharp of Swansea in third. At the moment, they are away from the rest of the field, but up there you can see Headley for Newcastle in 8, and coming back into the shot is Plymouth Leander's Belt. Robinson's over 3:34.99. 3:39.48 for Mount Kelly. 3:40.67 for Swansea University and Laura Sharp. Lara Thompson's just had a good 50 for City of Leeds in lane 6. She's on a bit of a charge as we go into the handover at the halfway point. And Robinson will hand over to Amelia Monaghan. Now in the water for Sheffield. Going in for Mount Kelly, it's Ruby Griffiths. Mount Kelly A, that is. And Catherine Ellen Roberts in for Swansea. Next it is Leeds, Isabel Goodwin and Plymouth Leander. Pretty evenly matched there. Amber Downham is in for them. Louise Bresler's in for Guildford City. Anna Uren for City of Bristol. Maria Romanovskaya of Repton is on leg 3. Lauren Heppel is in for Newcastle, and Chloe Bone is in for Mount Kelly B. Out there at the top still in 7, it is the City of Sheffield. Monaghan turning on to her second 100. Mount Kelly now well clear of Swansea University. Behind Catherine Roberts though, there is a battle. Just over a 1/10 of a second separating Plymouth Leander A and Repton. Downham currently ahead of Romanovskaya. But at the front of the field, there we go. We see Monaghan go over for Sheffield, 32.70, the 50 time for her. Ruby Griffith, 9/100ths quicker on her 50. Still a lot of ground to make up. Swansea over third. Still Plymouth Leander holding off Repton. As we come into our final set of changeovers. And Amelia Monaghan will hand over to Candice Hall for Sheffield. For Mount Kelly A, Ruby Griffiths will pass the baton to Erin Little. It's all bunching up behind them though. Swansea just coming into the wall. Catherine Alice Roberts handing over to Charlotte Johnson for the best takeover coming from Plymouth Leander as Downham hands over to Beatrice Varley. Then for Repton, it's Henrietta Damassa. And for Leeds, it's Leah Schlossen. So all to play for here for these 4 teams are turning at the moment. City of Sheffield looking in a commanding position. Though Erin Little of Mount Kelly working hard. In the water for Bristol, it's Martha Sell. Darcy Revitt for Guildford City A. Charlotte Johnson for Swansea University. Farley for Plymouth Leander. Damassa for Repton. Little for Mount Kelly. Schlossen for Leeds. Paul for Sheffield. Laura Hodgson for Newcastle. And Josephine Klein for Mount Kelly B. They are your race leaders. Sheffield with breathing space for Mount Kelly A, but Erin Little is working hard here. They are clear of the rest of the field. Plymouth Leander currently occupying third in this heat. Candice Hall over first. Erin Little half a second quicker on that 50. But it will need to be more than that of a deficit if Sheffield are to lose this. Though saying that, Mount Kelly are charging back, but they will run out of pool. Sheffield stop the clock, 8:18:05. Mount Kelly A, 8:20.90, and behind, it was an excellent anchor leg for Beatrice Farley of Plymouth Leander, 8:30.44. Her time. Leeds A home next, ahead of Repton A. Then Swansea University, followed by Newcastle, followed by Bristol, Guildford City A, and right at the top of the shot, Mount Kelly B coming in to round out this event. This is a heat declared winner, so we will bring you a summary of the results as we confirm the official results of heat number 3. City of Sheffield on top in that one. Mount Kelly A, 8:20.90. Strong swim from them as well. And here comes your summary. Your medalists in this one. The gold goes to the City of Sheffield. Silver to Mount Kelly A, and the bronze to University of Stirling. They are your top 10 teams. Here is your second page of results. Your team positions from 11 to 20. And finally, your third page, teams 21 to 24. That concludes the racing for now in this session, but these events were heat declared winner. So we do have some medal ceremonies coming up for you very shortly. Our first medal ceremony is for the women's 14-16 years 4x200 meters freestyle relay. Your bronze medalists tied are Guildford City A. Madison Emmons, Nancy Knight, Tegan Matthews and Alice Young. These medals are being presented by Claire Thorne, lead event officer. And your second bronze medalists from Mount Kelly are Sophie Ben, Ella Justice, Edie Price and Flavia Camsol. Your silver medalists from Northumberland and Durham Performance are Emma Price, Alice Forrest, Sarah Talentire and Emily Maxwell. And your gold medalists from the city of Sheffield, Eve Doherty, Isla Jones, Ava Cook and Molly Baker. Our next medal ceremony is the women's 17 years and over 4x200 meters freestyle relay. Our bronze medalists from the University of Stirling are Michaela Glenister, Evelyn Davis, Eleanor Morgan and Lucy Grieve. Your silver medalists from Mount Kelly, Beth Hall, Holly Widows, Ruby Griffiths and Erin Little. And your gold medalists from the city of Sheffield are Kate Clifton, Shola Robinson, Amelia Monaghan, and Candice Hall. That concludes the session for now. That is all of the heats action for day 5 completed. We will be back for finals at 5 p.m. Thank you for joining us. We hope that you will join us this evening for another set of exciting finals. We have the women's 200 meters freestyle, the men's 200 meters breaststroke, the multi-class men's and women's 200 meters individual medley, followed by the women's 200 meters backstroke. Then we go on to the men's 100 meters butterfly before the multi-class men and women 50 freestyle, the women's 50 meters butterfly, and then the relay finals, the men's 4x100 meters freestyle teams event to round out tonight's action. Once again, thank you for joining us for all of the heats this morning. We will see you back here at 5 o'clock.
Feeling that cost of living crunch? Labara are here to help.
All I want is great customer service and network, but for less.
That's why Labara gives you 15 gigabytes of 5G data and unlimited UK minutes and text for just £10 a month. Plus, no contract, change or cancel anytime.
An excellent customer service.
So what's stopping you joining the bill-busting revolution? Labara. More for less.
Half is fake, but everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey!